If you could put a camera on a bee, I bet it would look a lot like this.
Can you think of an impossible shot? No, I mean, there's not a lot left, but I can think of one. A camera mounted to the back of a bee. Now, that might not sound that crazy, right? Because we've seen cameras on like falcons. We've seen cameras that can slide into blood vessels. But I mean, a camera that would have to go on the back of a bee would be so inconceivably small. Even if you could capture the footage, you wouldn't be able to capture the bee. Finding a way to pull off this impossible shot is our challenge today, because we've written an entire short about a bee that escapes and causes havoc. To pull off this video, we're gonna need a camera. So I'm going to talk to Wren, who is our FAA licensed drone pilot expert, to see which drone he thinks is best for this.
This is the Avata 2. It's the brand new drone from DJI. It is better than the Avata 1 in literally every single way. I think this is the perfect drone for this project.
We filmed a lot of drone videos in the past year.
Oh, a lot.
Superman with the GoPro, the Magic Trick video last fall. We've done drone Star Wars video, like
Smallest Empire.
The Smallest Empire too. Yeah, you're right. There's so many of these drone videos, and the one thing that all the drones have in common is that they're all really dangerous.
Yeah.
They all have exposed propellers. If they run into you, it's gonna hurt a ton. And so we're filming a video very specifically POV that is gonna have to go through tiny gaps. It's gonna have to fly really close to people.
This is legitimately gonna be perfect for this video, and I can fly this just like a bee. I can fly it really close around people. It can survive all kinds of crashes. I don't know what type of plastic it's made out of, but they're saying that like this thing will be very difficult to destroy. Yeah, I've been flying this for several weeks now. It is actually surprisingly incredible. So what DJI has done with the Avata 2 is made an all-in-one FPV package. So it actually comes with the Goggles 3, and it also comes with the RC Motion 3 controller, allowing you to basically use a joystick in the air. What's cool about the motion controller is that now you can press a button and it'll do a flip or a barrel roll just for you. Got the easy flip, the easy roll, and an easy 180-degree drift, so you can like spin around objects as you fly past them. They've upgraded the camera from the Avata 1 significantly. It shoots 4K 60 FPS with HDR. It's got 155-degree field of view, so like super mega wide angle. It even shoots 10-bit log footage. And of course, they're well known for ludicrous transmission distances. You can fly like a mile away and still have a super solid, reliable connection. And at 60 megabits, that footage is super crystal clear directly in the goggles. If you try this out, you're gonna want to continue flying FPV. It's a gateway drug to cinematic flying, I'm telling you, it's really cool.
Well, so the next thing we have to figure out here is, what are we gonna do about the bee? You know, we could do the bee practically, because in Superman, I just did green screen arms. The drone Star Wars, that was practical printed stuff. We
were able to get like a really good element to put in front of the footage. I thought that worked really well, so maybe we can actually try to put a real bee in front of this, but like how do...
My house is kind of like a bee graveyard. I have one freshly exhumed corpse.
This bee, I guess, died of natural causes, yeah. I assume?
You know, look, we have the real thing here, so we should at least try it.
No, I'm actually super on board with this. I didn't know you got like an actual real bee today for this.
Have you seen Mad Max, Fury Road?
Of course.
You know the guys on the front of the car?
Yeah.
It's gonna be kind of like that.
This should be relatively easy to try to do. I think we can literally just like CA glue it to a toothpick. Just a tiny, tiny droplet of glue will be enough. And then we can like maybe stick the toothpick in here and like put some hot glue on it. The bee is now glued to the drone.
Let's just see what this looks like,
yeah,
man. I want to see,
let's turn it on.
This is the first hybrid. It's the latest in drone technology with real organic flesh grafted to it. If a bee breaks his wings, this is kind of like a bee wheelchair.
Yeah, so you can see how it's like, it's just so out of focus here.
Out of focus is okay, I would say. It's supposed to be a real video. The intention is to like visually make this look as realistic as possible. This is really funny. Yeah, it's twisted. It's a little demented.
We did it at least. We actually put a camera on a bee.
There's one major problem here. The bee's dead, okay? Come on, he's dead. He's not alive anymore, he's dead. He's not sleeping. He's dead. And in the video, unfortunately, it's not about like a dead zombie bee being resurrected and flying around. It's like a living normal bee. Look, for as morbid and as like messed up as this is the ultimate reference footage as well. Being able to see what this bee actually looks like in front of the lens, how out of focus it is, like where it's placed, and then just like seeing how it like shines and like you see like the bokehs on it and stuff like that. It's like, well, if you want to know what a real bee in front of this camera is going to look like, here it is. It's like, I don't see a practical version of this actually working.
Yeah. But at least we did our bee diligence.
I think I've got my work cut out for me. We're going to have to make a CG bee. So we've actually been in a similar situation before. Our previous video, Drone Star Wars, was very similar to this, except we used an actual practical 3D printed like cockpit replica, which allowed us to actually just practically film it outside and match it up to the footage. However, this time, things are going to be a little bit more difficult. So, to do this, here's how I'm feeling the workflow is going to be. We have HDRIs for all our environments. That's going to help. We're still going to have to track our footage and have that camera track drive our bee's motion. And then from there, we have to do wind first simulations. We do some wings flapping, maybe turning, and a little, a little animation. We have to bring it to life, and then we have to render it.
Sam's got a V1B.
A B1.
B1. Oh, whoa, what the? Wait.
Looks really good already.
Whoa, dude, the reflections on top of the bee?
Mm-hmm.
I'm really thinking hard about what this would have to look like to be even like watchable / convincing.
I mean, for me, it's just the fur needs to vibrate more.
More fur vibration.
It's not bad. I'm not a fan of the fake vignette, to be honest.
Well, it's gone.
I think you could do a little bit of vignette.
50% vignette.
Well, I bring back like a little bit of the fisheye and a little bit of that distortion, but I would just like tone it down. I wouldn't quite cut into the field of view quite as much.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe have the bee's head follow the path a little bit,
Totally.
Or have the antenna go little.
This is the sort of work that has a pipeline behind it, It's like take the shot, rinse and repeat.
So the proof of concept isn't perfect, but people are responding pretty well to it, which is giving me the confidence that we're ready to shoot. And that's gonna be a pretty big challenge because there's gonna be a lot of locations here. We have like our bee escape and wilderness phase. We have our fun hijinks in the city phase. And then we have our big like office kind of hijinks phase. Wren is gonna be the main pilot for the shoot. We're gonna be counting on him to pull off a lot of really difficult shots.
The biggest challenge I'm gonna face today is 1, not destroy the drone. 2, not damage any people, not hurt anyone.
Safety concerns.
We're talking about safety.
You guys have already seen me fly around. It's not too big of a deal. If it hits you, it might like hurt a little bit, but it's not gonna like damage you or anything. Never try to like poke it with your fingers. Damn it.
This is all good. That works. That works. The safe crew. Safety first.
Dude, I almost hit the trees on the exit there, but it looked pretty sweet.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, he's not launching. He's not launching.
But this is pretty cool. What you're seeing in the goggles is like crystal clear. The goggles also feature a pass-through mode so you can see the environment around you. You don't have to take the goggles off. And it also has picture-in-picture with the drone feed itself. Dude, we're doing some guerrilla filmmaking.
I think we got it.
All right, so we're good.
Yeah. Name something more terrifying than being in a moving vehicle and a bee is trying to sting you.
So this is the final drone shot of the day, at least me flying, and it's a complicated maneuver. I'm gonna be flying on the other side of this house through some flowers. Nico's gonna cut me off. I'm gonna hedge right and then emerge from the brush over there and then go across the field and ideally through Jordan's window into her car. And the moment I'm inside the car, I'm gonna kill the motors and it should just crash in her car.
All right, Jordan.
Oh, close, so close. Oh. And your car's fine. I think you hit right below the window. It was really close.
I mean, it was pretty close. All right, one more. And action.
Nice! Nice!
Woo!
You aced it. You aced it, like you said.
Oh my God.
Wow, that's great.
Crazy. So now that our shoot is finally done, our footage is in the can. Wren's job is finally over and he can rest easy. But for me, well, this is where the potential nightmare can actually begin. Because now I have to accomplish all the BGI. That's a joke, because what I meant is CGI with a B. I ran the numbers on the edit, guys. We have 50 VFX shots for this video with a B in it. I thought I was gonna have to do this lone wolf style like I usually do. I heard a distant call, the call of an old friend. Cinema 40 and Octane expert, Clinton Jones.
I'm hanging out. We're gonna figure out this B video. I'm helping Sam. I've been mostly using Unreal these days.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna have to like shake off the dust a little bit, but we'll get there. I trust.
Most of the work here is getting the workflow figured out and like feeling happy with these first few shots. What's up, dog? How it be going? Well, this is day 2 of the official VFX days, and I mean, things are moving. I got like 3 shots set up today. Clint's got like a shot or 2 set up today.
I'd say a good three shots, buzzing along. We're trying to upgrade our B puns. You know, we're BFX artists at this point. Sam, you were telling me earlier that you had a joke you've been working on for years. Can you go ahead and tell me that again?
Sorry, I'm a little busy. I really needed this help to kind of list out all the VFX shots, but honestly, listing these B puns is far more important at this point.
So I came in yesterday. Sam had already made a shot, basically brought a shot to completion. He had a B, he had it rigged, he had, you know, the right animation on it, the right controllers on it, and he just kind of caught me up to speed. And then we each took a shot and completed a shot and made sure we were synced up on the workflow. Every shot requires, we gotta track it, you gotta drop the B in, you gotta make sure all of the lighting is in, the HDRI, the sunlight is in, and you have to make sure the lighting is matched to the background plate. So that's like default, B-fault, as you know. That's like a basic shot, that's a basic setup. Where things get a little bit more tricky is when there's big lighting shifts. Like there's a couple times where the drone will flip upside down 360, so we're gonna have to animate the sun and the HDRI 360 as well to match. Or stuff like the bee going through a tunnel. I kind of set up my lighting for this sunny, and then going through the trees here would just be the manual work of setting up a tree tunnel that literally casts a shadow over the lighting that you set up on the second half of the shot. So a lot of shots require some manual light tweaking and light matching to this extent. Shots that are like stitched together, that are longer sequences. Sam just did a shot where like the bee's going through a car. Those are a little trickier shots, but we got the workflow down, like it's moving.
With all the finishing touches and polish put on it, I think the video turned out really well, and I'm very, very proud of it. So take a look at it right now. It's on Corridor Digital, it's on our website, it's everywhere. Of course, I gotta thank everyone who worked on this project, and especially DJI, because these guys keep hooking it up. We love flying drones, and they got the best ones. It's a match made in heaven. Would happily do it again and again.